Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Monday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is August 12th, 2019, and now the news at noon. Reported in the Journal, the Marine Forces Special Operations Command on Sunday announced the death of Marine Gunnery Sergeant Scott A. Copenhofer, age 35, of Mancos, Colorado. He died after being injured during combat on Saturday in Iraq, according to Major Kristen Tortorici, a communications officer with the Marine Corps Special Operations Command. Copenhofer, a critical skills operator with the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion, suffered fatal wounds after becoming engaged in gunfire while supporting Iraqi security forces, Tortorici said. In an earlier statement, the U.S. military said a service member had died during an Iraqi security force mission in Nineveh province in Iraq while advising and accompanying the ISF during a planned operation. That statement was released before the Pentagon released Copenhofer's name. The incident is under investigation, they say. Copenhofer was assigned to the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion, Marine Forces Special Operations Command, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. He is survived by his wife and 2 children. According to Tortorici, Copenhofer was deployed to Iraq as part of Operation Inherent Resolve. Inherent Resolve is a coalition tasked with defeating the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, which has reverted to insurgency tactics in the region. Copenhofer was assigned to the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion, Marine Forces Special Operations Command, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, as we said. He joined the Marine Corps in 2005 and spent the past 10 years as a MARSOC critical skills operator. Before joining the Marines Special Operations, he was a machine gunner with 1st Battalion, 5th Marines, and later as a scout sniper, completing deployments with both the 31st and 11th Marine Expeditionary Units. Copenhofer completed special operations training in 2009 as an honor graduate, and during his first MARSOC deployment to Afghanistan was promoted to the rank of Staff Sergeant. He completed 3 additional deployments as a member of 2nd Marine Raider Battalion and was selected as MARSOC's 2018 Critical Skills Operator of the Year. His personal decorations include 2 Bronze Stars medals and Combat Distinguishing Device, 2 Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medals with Combat Distinguishing Device, 1 Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, 2 Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medals, 1 Humanitarian Service Medal, 2 Combat Action Ribbons, 4 Good Conduct Medals, the National Defense Service Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and 6 Sea Service Deployment Ribbons. He graduated from Adams State College in Alamosa, Colorado in 2005 with a bachelor's degree in business marketing. Copenhofer is the 2nd native of Montezuma County to die in combat this year. And reported in the Journal, an Aztec man was arrested on Saturday evening after he rammed a La Plata Sheriff's Deputy patrol car with his Dodge Dakota after a high-speed chase that began on Main Avenue. No one was injured after the man rammed the cruiser on a gas well service road off of La Posta Road, County Road 213, said La Plata County Sheriff Sergeant Wes Doty. The deputy tried to avoid the crash but couldn't, and his cruiser was rammed by the driver of the Dodge Dakota, Wade Christopher Anderson, age 33, of Aztec. The incident started about 6:53 p.m. Saturday with a call concerning suspicious activity at the Junction Creek Mobile Home Park in Durango, Doherty said. A resident of the mobile home park reported that a beat-up white Dodge Dakota with significant damage to its windshield was entering and departing the park numerous times. The Durango Police Department spotted the vehicle on Main Avenue, and an officer tried to pull the Anderson over for traffic offenses. Anderson's Dakota had been sighted weaving all over the road, Doty said. However, Anderson fled from DPD officer, initiating a high-speed pursuit. Doty said a sheriff's office deputy took over pursuit around the Santa Rita Park area. The driver led deputies on a chase that ended after he rammed one deputy's vehicle on a gas well service road. Neither Anderson nor the deputy was injured. Doty said Anderson and a woman who was in the vehicle were arrested at gunpoint. The woman, whose name was not given, was later released. Anderson was arrested for driving under the influence of drugs, assault on a police officer, and several other charges, and he was left in custody of the La Plata County Jail. The Journal reported on Hickenlooper's pivot from a presidential run to a possible state senatorial challenge. Photo AP. For months, former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper has been under pressure from fellow Democrats to abandon his long-shot presidential bid and tackle a task closer to home, challenging vulnerable Republican Senator Cory Gardner. But as Hickenlooper's White House aspirations sputter, there are signs that claiming a Senate consolation prize won't be easy. The Democrats already running are giving no indication they intend to end their campaigns, meaning Hickenlooper could face a difficult primary featuring many of the troublesome currents he has struggled to navigate in the presidential race. This field is not going to stand down for him, said Mike Stratton, a veteran Democratic consultant in Colorado, who said Hickenlooper remained a formidable statewide candidate, but that his presidential run exposed vulnerabilities that could spell trouble. Quote, "If you can't get this to galvanize for you in the presidential, can you get it to galvanize for you in the primary in Colorado?" The state is a must-win if Democrats are to have any hope of the net gain of 4 seats they would need to retake the Senate majority on the federal level, and thus make any Democratic president's legislative agenda even close to viable. Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer, Democrat from New York, has kept a close eye on Hickenlooper's campaign and made clear that he would be welcome to the Senate fold, according to Democrats familiar with his thinking. But while Hickenlooper has spent months traveling in Iowa and other early primary states, several candidates with strong profiles have built credible campaigns to take on Gardner. 3 candidates, former Senator Mike Johnston, former State Department official Dan Baer, and ex-State House Speaker Andrew Romanoff, have already raised more than $1 million. Former U.S. Attorney John Walsh is not far behind that benchmark. Alice Madden, a well-respected former State House Majority Leader, recently joined the race, while Secretary of State Gina Griswold has launched an exploratory effort. All are younger than the 67-year-old Hickenlooper, and all are well positioned to outflank him by reminding Democratic primary voters about the parts of his centrist gubernatorial record that might be especially distasteful to liberals, including his strong support for the state's oil and gas industry and his uneven support for gun control measures. While Hickenlooper's brand of quirky moderation won him 2 terms as governor, he never had to face a competitive statewide primary, and his performance in the presidential race has only amplified questions about his viability in the state. It remains unclear whether Hickenlooper is inclined to either abandon his presidential race or, if he does, switch to a Senate run. He could declare his Senate candidacy as late as March, though Colorado has a rigorous ballot qualification process that would make it difficult to wait more than a few weeks past the start of the new year. And now let's take a look at the local hot weather forecast for this week. Today, hot and sunny with a high near 83 degrees, south-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. In the afternoon, it may be a bit gusty today. Tonight, expect nice clear skies with the possibility to watch the meteor showers that should be at peak level tonight. The low will drop to around 54 degrees, west-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Tuesday, another sunny day with a high near 85 degrees. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 54. Wednesday, sunny and a bit hotter with a high near 87 degrees. Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. Thursday, another hot and sunny day in August with a high near 87. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 56. Friday, again sunny with a high near 85. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low around 56. And for now, into the weekend, still looking hot and dry, with Saturday predicted to be mostly sunny with a high near 82 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 54. And now back to the news. Cannabis regulations reported by the Durango Herald out of Santa Fe with a photo from Flipboard.com. A hearing officer has endorsed key provisions of a plan designed to shore up cannabis supplies to New Mexico's medical marijuana program without flooding the expanding market, that according to recommendations released on Friday. State Health Department Secretary Kathleen Kunkel now has the final say on whether to limit medical cannabis cultivation to 1,750 mature plants per producer. In recommendations released Friday, that production cap was endorsed by an official assigned to monitor public hearings in July. Dozens of medical cannabis producers in the state are divided on whether the proposed plant limits will ensure adequate supplies to patients. Suppliers, including Ultra Health, the state's largest medical cannabis distributor, favor a much higher per producer cap of 5,000 mature plants and unlimited seedlings. Quote, the evidence to qualify that possibly does not support the massive increase to a plant count limit of 5,000, hearing officer Craig Erickson wrote. He sided with recommendations from the Department of Health, which said the 1,750 plant limit is expected to significantly significantly exceed demand for the foreseeable future. More than 76,000 patients are enrolled in the state's medical cannabis program to reduce harm and suffering for a long list of ailments and conditions including cancer, post-traumatic stress disorder, and HIV. As the program evolves, producers have warned the regulatory constraints on production may be pushing medical marijuana patients towards the illicit market or recreational dispensaries in neighboring Colorado. The newly proposed rules also would allow medical marijuana patients to renew their enrollment every 3 years instead of annually, an outcome of legislation signed this year. Democratic New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is encouraging legislatures to come forward with proposals next year to authorize recreational marijuana sales in the state. A bipartisan bill to legalize and tax recreational cannabis sales at state-run stores was approved by the State House this year. It stalled in the Senate without a vote. And from the Journal with a courtesy photo, the Montezuma Orchard Restoration Project, or MORP, has embarked on a $1.3 million capital fundraising campaign to purchase an operations base and equipment needed for a large-scale revival of the local apple orchard economy. In the past several years, MORP founders Jude and Addie Schoenemeyer have teamed up with apple orchard owners and cideries to slowly bring back the orchard economy that thrived in southwest Colorado more than 100 years ago. But to fully realize the region's potential, the project needs additional infrastructure and space, said Jude Schoenemeyer. A central location with apple storage, equipment, and a mobile industrial juicer would be available for local growers. A propagation lab, classrooms, processing space, storage, housing for workers, and shared expertise would help local orchards maximize their efforts. Quote, "This location will be a tool to help grow the private orchard sector in perpetuity," Schoenemeyer said. MORP has identified an historically significant orchard property between Cortez and Dolores for the project. Phase 1 of the capital campaign is to purchase the 30-acre property listed at $612,000. The Nature Conservancy awarded MORP a $297,000 grant for the purchase. Other nonprofits also are contributing. The Gates Foundation has kicked in $45,000, the Kenny Brothers Foundation $15,000, El Pomar Foundation $10,000, and the Telluride Foundation $10,000. Individuals have donated a total of $10,000 since the fundraising campaign became public this July. MORP hopes to raise $245,000 by the end of the year to close on the property. The property includes an historic apple orchard that will be preserved, numerous outbuildings, irrigation, a central house for base operations, and room for an education center. Phase 2 of the campaign is to raise $690,000 by 2020 to purchase infrastructure to support orchards. That would include a $300,000 mobile juicer that would be transported to orchards around the region for large apple pressing operations. MORP has identified more than 100 historic apple varieties, hosting classes and mapping orchards throughout Montezuma, Dolores, and La Plata counties. Based on its on-the-ground research, MORP conservatively estimates that there are at least 10,000 apple trees within Montezuma, Dolores, and La Plata counties, representing a potential yield of 50,000 bushels per year. Depending on price, the market value could reach $1 million a year. There is great demand for Montezuma County apples, and the goal is to get the juice in grocery stores and in cideries across Colorado and elsewhere, Schoenemeyer said. There is a huge potential just sitting there now, but it needs a push to really get going. For more information and to donate, you can visit them online at montezumaorchard.org. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. A lunch and learn session helping caregivers of the elders will be held on Tuesday, August 13th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Cortez Senior Center and Montezuma County Annex Room, 107 North Chestnut in Cortez. You can sign up by calling them at 970-564-2772 or call our own Dolores County Senior Services at 970-677-2787. It's a free event. Light finger food is served with ice cream sundaes also provided. Wednesday, August 15th, don't miss the CSU Agricultural Experiment Station's Southwestern Colorado Research Center in Yellow Jacket, which is hosting a field day and expo from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch will follow the tours and demonstrations. You can learn more about current crop research trials, including dry beans, industrial hemp, spring wheat, grain sorghum, alfalfa, and dryland cover crops. See a demonstration from High Desert Conservation District Raptor Imaging on the use of drones in agriculture. And CSU Extension Montezuma and Dolores County and Montezuma Weed Program will host an Ask the Experts table. So bring in a plant, weed, or insect to identify or discuss. Tour the research and demonstration orchard with CSU Extension Montezuma and Dolores County. Many more partner organizations will also discuss their current projects. Please come prepared to be outdoors for several hours in the heat. Transportation on site will be provided. They want everyone to stay safe. Southwestern Colorado Research Center is located at 16898 Road Z in Yellow Jacket. An RSVP is appreciated for a lunch estimate. Please call them at 970-562-4255 to RSVP or for more information. And this Friday, August 16th, the State Line Bar and Grill is hosting their last Cajun Boil of the season. And enjoy the sounds of Crossroads playing on the patio stage starting at 6 p.m. The special dinner starts at 5 p.m., but you can order off the entire menu. The Cajun Boil includes a platter of crawfish, crab legs, shrimp, corn, and potatoes with hush puppies, all for $28.99. And I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV News at Noon, so you can look up phone numbers and dates. We're also uploading our daily news to our YouTube channel, which you can search for with the same name, DCTV News at Noon, and the broadcast is also posted to the general Facebook page, where we add links to stories of interest, share other events or news, and where you can join in on the conversation too. This is your local community TV station, so if you have something you'd like to share, contact us by email at dcbnnews@gmail.com or call 970-677-4119, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you for tuning in. News at Noon now airs at noon Monday through Friday and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. We ask that you please like us there and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.